because, yeah, but I'll show you now. Alright, so we have evaluate 6h when h equals 8. Alright, so we know that h equals 8, right? And we will supplement it into this expression 6h. Well, when we do that, all we're doing when 6h, all it means is 6 multiplied by h. Therefore, if we have h equals 8, we would have 6 times 8. And I don't know about you, but for me, it's pretty easy math, right? 48, bingo. Alright, so we have a new one. So 15 over k when k equals 3. Same idea, right? So k, we supplement the k for 3, and 15 divided by 3 is 5. Good. Alright. Pretty much just copy and paste same concept here, but with different operations. 6 plus 3 equals 9, right? Because x equals 3, supplement 6 plus x into 6 plus 3, and we get 9. Okay, goody. Alright, so we have our new one, right? J equals 12. We supplement that in 12 over j. Now the only difference in this one compared to our previous one that we had, which was 15 over x equals x equals 3, is that instead of the variable being in the denominator, it is now in the numerator. So same concept applies here. You would do 12 over 4 and you would get 3. Okay, now just the same as our first problem, 3 times 9, 27. Okay, so it's getting pretty easy, right? And then we have multi-step operations, like you would have division including addition, which would be PEMDAS, and you would do that part first. But I'll show you a little bit in our next video about that. So as far as that goes, m equals 3, 9 over 3 plus 4. Let's do 9 over 3, that would be 3 plus 4, and that would be 7. Okay, and our last one, c equals 7. We would replace it for 7. 7 minus 2, 5. And we completed Unit 1. Oh wait, no. Okay, I'm stupid. We have not. Alright, so here is our practice. So we get two variables, right? We get a equals 1 over 4 and b equals 10. So let's look at our equation, or our expression right here, which is 8a minus 1 plus 0.5b, or half b, right? You can write that out as b over 2 as well. However, we would look over here, we know that 1/4 times 8, think about it this way, 1/4 you would supplement that in times 8, and you would set it, if I can get out of here, we would have 1 over 4 times 8. Well, we can solve that by doing 8 over 1, which is the same, it is the fraction form of 8 over here, times 1 over 4, right? And you would just go this way, and you would have 8 over 4, which would further simplify as 4 can go into 8 2 times, right? So our answer would be 2. Great. So we would have 2 for this part. And then we would have minus 1. So 2 minus 1, 1. Correct? And then we'd have plus 0.5 b, or 1/2 times b, which is 10. So same concept applies here. 1 over 2 times 10 over 1. Because remember, 10 and 0.2 or 0.5 is the exact same thing as 1 over 2, right? Because this is just in a fraction form. So we would get top multiply here, and we would get 10 over 2, right? So 10 over 2, which would simplify to 5. So that would mean that we'd have 1 from this part of the operation, and then 5 from this part of the operation. So this would be 6. Okay, now you understand the concept of it. I'm not going to go in as much depth. However, if you guys leave a comment or something, I could help. And yeah. Alright, so we have, what's this one? Evaluate e minus 1 over 2f, when e equals 15 and f equals 2. So let's plug in 15 for e. So let's get this, 15 minus 1/2, or 1 over 2, times f. Alright, so we can solve the 15 first, and then we can figure this out. Well, no, you just do this. So we know f equals 2. So same thing as e equals 15, we'd have f equals 2, right? So f equals 2 times 1 over 2. And 0.5 times 2, well, not doing this as slow, but as you see here, we would cross multiply 2 over 2. And we know with the rule where if it's the same on the denominator and the numerator, it would be equal to 1. Great. Now, uh-oh. Hey, I can reset it. Well, anyways, we would know that it'd be 15 minus 1. And that would just be 14. So our final answer should be 14. Great. Now this one involves more complex fractions, or not as whole, but we can still solve it using our rule that we have developed here. So it would be our new one. I'm just going to do that. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Well, anyways, we'd have 3 over 7 times r. That's a 3. There we go. 3 over 7 times r plus 5 over 8s. Alright, so we're figuring out, let's just use x as a placeholder variable, right? X is what we're trying to find. We're setting up this equation, and we're trying to find that x will be our answer, right? So we have r equals 14, so let's put that in place of that. Let's see, 14, and s equals 8. Alright, and as we see here, it will be, if we simplify this, 3 times 14 is 140, or is 42, my bad, 42 over 7. So 42 over 7, God, I hate this. 42 over 7, right? And we would have plus that answer, and we're going to simplify that, right? So same rule as we did before, we'd set that over to 1, same thing as here, and then we'd multiply it out, so we got that. So that'd be 40 over 8. Now, luckily in our situation, these all break down to whole numbers, right? So 42 divided by 7 is 6, and then 40 divided by 8 is 5. So x would be 11, because 6 plus 5 is 11. Okay, and then 0.1 m times 8 minus 12n, when m equals 30 and n equals 1 over 4. So it's better to reset that. And so let's write out our equation. So 0.1 times m. These parentheses over here are optional. However, it helps for when we are solving the equation to understand the operation that we are using. Parentheses are multiplying, if you were not aware. So plus 8 minus 12n, right? it's a plus, and m equals 30, so 30 and n equals 1/4. Okay, so let's submit we know our values, so m equals 30 and n equals 1/4. So let's put those in real quick and figure it out. And 1/4. Okay, so an easy way to solve this, if you are not familiar with decimals, which I may make a video on in the future. However, if you're in algebra and you're watching this to learn, then you should be at least somewhat familiar with basic operations with decimals, right? Especially common ones like 0.1. So what we do is we have 0.1 times 30, which is 3, right? So we have 3 plus 8 minus, all right, we have this part of the expression now, which would be 12 times 1/4. So that would be, let's see, 12 times 1/4 would 12 over 1 times 1/4. Multiply that out, we would have 12 over 4, and 4 goes into 12 3 times, so our answer is 3. So we'd have 3 plus 8, which is 11, minus 3. So that just gives us 8 again, right? Because we could cancel these out due to there being differences, which we learn or we will learn in future units when we were organizing terms or simplifying them. So that should give us an answer of 8.